Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. The question I received was, what's the best way to apply for a job when you don't know someone who works at the firm? This goes back to the mistake many job hunters make of only thinking that if I know someone who works at the firm, they will refer me. And my network has its limitations and yada, yada, yada. As a result, people look at their network as only the person I know. And obviously, people you know far more people than you. So you have to remember that that person that you know can introduce you to someone. And that's really the key to it. Now, professionally, you can do it very simply. You have a LinkedIn network. You do have a LinkedIn network, right? And you're looking for the second level connections that you have to see whether or not there are people who you know who can introduce you to someone who already works there. Barring that, what you do is you use a Google custom search tool that I developed. And it's a simple one. li-usa.info is the web address. I'll repeat that. li-usa.info. What you do with that is use Boolean search and start searching for people using the tool. Now, the idea is, number one, this is searching all public profiles on LinkedIn. So that's number one. Understand, if they have a public profile, you can find them. Number two is you're looking for people who might be in the role or someone who works at the firm who might work in the department who can give you a heads up, tell you who the right person is, and give you a sense of what they're like so you can reach out to them. Oh, why would they want to help me? They don't know anything. Well, I assume if you're asking the question, you're willing to go the extra mile. If you're not willing to go the extra mile, just apply through the applicant tracking system. But I think that's the lazy approach. The smart approach, the effective one, is getting an introduction from someone who already works for the firm, who knows the hiring manager. So you can say to them, hey, look, I understand your firm is trying to hire someone, and I don't know who the hiring manager is. Could you point me to the right individual? I'll keep your name out of it and reach out to them. Or you can say, I understand your firm and perhaps your department is looking for someone, and I would love an introduction to the individual, but I know you don't know me, so you wouldn't want to go out on a limb. Is there something that would help you feel more comfortable in referring me to this individual? Because I don't want to go through the applicant tracking system or HR. What I want to do is just talk to the hiring manager. And by doing this repeatedly, talking to different individuals at a firm, you can eventually circle back to the applicant tracking system if you really need to. But what you're doing is shortcutting the filter, the ATS, the HR individual, and try to get to that manager. Whether you use li-usa.info, whether you have an enormous LinkedIn network and can get to this individual, however you do it. Oh, by the way, there is the old school way. I almost forgot. The old school way is you get on the phone and you try to connect. You talk to the reception and ask for the person who's responsible for, and you describe the function that's involved. And allow yourself to get bounced around to different people who will eventually get you closer and closer and closer to the hiring manager until you actually find them. Sometimes they're going to say, you don't ask about who's the person who's hiring for such and such, because then you're going to get HR, and that's what you're trying to avoid. You allow yourself to get bounced from person to person. Now, if they have no clue as to where to even start, you might try something like investor relations and ask them. Or look for That's probably a good enough place to start off with. Or public relations, or something along those lines that may not be related specifically to the area that you want to work in, but will have access to data that might be able to point you to the right person. Hope you found this helpful and have a great day. Take care.